guys, welcome back to Say It With Your Chest.
I have to take my glasses off.
It's episode 11.
Welcome back. We have some things to talk about.
Yeah.
I feel like we should start with pop culture again. That was a good little intro.
It's been a crazy pop culture week, though, I feel like.
Another crazy one.
Yeah. It's been busy this week.
So first things first, we have to start with Brianna Chicken Fry.
I know. It's like we
and
can't
Zach Bryan.
We can't talk about anything else until we address what's happening here.
Basically they broke up.
Yeah. But it is so crazy, and I mean it's not like unexpected.
No.
For me. No. I think I made a prediction that they were either gonna get married or break up by the end of this year.
Yeah.
And one of them happened.
They went the breakup route.
But the craziest thing is how much of a piece of shit Zach Bryan actually is. Like, I just feel like which is crazy because I literally went to his concert.
I know.
But I'm just, like, if someone came up to me and was like, at this point, and was like, I'm a huge Zach Bryan fan, I'd be like, red flag.
Yeah. Well, I mean, personally, I never liked that guy. Like, I don't like his music, and I don't really like him. Like, I don't know. I was just never a big fan of him. Also, like, Bri's just been, like, annoying me lately because she just says, like, I don't know. I just don't like when she says things that she, like, doesn't know anything about. Like, that just makes me really mad because people, like, take her word as, like, Bible, and it's like, well, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Whatever. A lot of influencers do that. I just think I see a lot of Bri's stuff more. So I'm like, yeah, okay, don't talk about that. But I do feel really bad for her. Like, the video she posted was, like, so sad.
It was really sad. And you can tell she was, like, completely blindsided by it. I mean, it was, like, so fast. It was, like, breakup. He's on Raya.
Yeah, let's go through the timeline. Yeah. So basically, I wake up and I go on TikTok.
Like the full timeline.
Yeah, I go on TikTok and I see all this stuff like Zach Bryan on Raya. I'm like, okay, that's like weird.
I thought it was fake at first. I was like, no way.
So then I'm like, okay, whatever. I go to work, a couple hours pass by, and then I see again all over TikTok, like, they broke up, like, they must be broken up, all of this stuff. And then I go to the comments and someone commented he just confirmed it on his Insta story. So
right. So it's like we just see posts that he's on a dating app.
Right.
And we're like, what the fuck? But then,
yeah,
literally not even 20 minutes later.
No. And okay, here's the thing. So with Raya is like a celebrity like dating app. But the thing with Raya is it has to be connected to your Instagram. So that's why people were like, this has to be real, because you can't get verified on Raya unless it's through your Instagram.
Yeah.
Which is, people have been saying that. It is true. Like, I have a Raya account. I don't use it anymore, but I do have one, and you do have to put your, like, Instagram in to get verified and to, like, get on the app. So when people were saying that, that's why I didn't think it was fake, because I was like, it's really hard to have a fake Raya account. I didn't think it was fake.
I just didn't think that it was, like, from this week. I'm like, oh, they must be bringing back, like, this must have been something someone found a while ago, and they're posting it to start drama, and I just feel like since Brianna is so, or was so quick to defend him in every situation, that I was like, oh, then this must be another one where she's gonna be like, oh, that's, like, was posted from, like, 3 months ago, and now we're bringing it up, and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's just where my mind went at the time.
But then it was on his Insta story, and he basically posted, like, it was one of those black screen with the words on it, like, Insta story, and he's basically just saying, like, just want to confirm, like, me and Bri broke up, and, like, whatever, I still love for her.
But what was really crazy, what was really crazy about that post was, like, the insinuation that he really messed up by doing something, because obviously there's a ton of cheating rumors swirling around, but for him to be like, I'm sorry for all the people I let down, I let myself down, like, I'm a bad person, kind of, like, that showed me that he did something. But then he also, like, I think he broke up with her.
Yeah, well, she said that, like, he basically broke up with her.
Like, he needed some time to heal and blah, blah,
blah. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really think he's a good guy, like, just based off his history. Right. Like, even the way they met, like the timeline was kind of sketchy and all of that stuff. So,
but it just shows like how blind someone can be when they're like in love with someone. To like
we always
ignore,
say this, like the love is literally blinding.
Where it's like it's
crazy.
Two really famous people, but at the end of the day, it's a really like relatable story because we've seen Bri like defend him over and over again of things that are like disgusting.
Yep.
But that's how someone is when they're like really blinded by love. And it's like so total sad. Like love bombing to like buy her a house in her hometown, like write a million songs about her, like she helps direct his music videos, like it's just like it's manipulation. Yeah, and it's really sad.
Well, this is my thing. This is what I was saying throughout their entire relationship. Like, I thought it was weird how much he was like pulling her into his life, and I get it, like he's famous, but like the fact, I thought it was really weird that like she was on tour with him, basically like that whole leg of that tour. Like, she was. I thought it was weird when she was living in the tour bus and like she was basically saying her mental health was so bad and like it's so isolating to be in the tour bus and basically that it was terrible. But yet he still wanted her there and she was like, yeah, you just like do it for the people you love. And I'm like, but the person you love shouldn't be making you do that if it's like so bad for you. Like, so I thought that was really weird. And then when he bought her the house, I'm like, they weren't even dating a year yet, I think, when he did that. And I'm like, I get it. They're famous. So whatever, like the timeline's faster. And I like to him buying a house is like, not a big deal. But I still thought it was so weird. And I'm like, I just like, I don't know. I was not a big fan of like their whole relationship. I feel like
she really lost she lost herself. And it's also like shows you kind of the danger of like fully immersing yourself into someone else's life just to be like dropped like that. It's kind of like world shattering to be like, okay, now what am I doing now? Who am I? Like,
because also like we've been seeing like the slow like shift of her and Grace's relationship, which obviously was like her relationship with Zach was a huge factor in that. But it's like now, okay, like you're kind of like, we're blowing your friend off in a sense for this whole relationship, and then now it's like you guys are broken up, so I'm assuming like she's obviously gonna go back to like being with Grace all the time and stuff like that. And it just sucks from the friend's perspective because obviously Grace is gonna like comfort her and be there for her, but it just sucks like Grace just went through a year and however long of, you know, having to deal with that.
And I do now it's, like, think that it is like a pattern with Brianna anyway, like with whoever she dates, is like she kind of just fully dives into like that person's life.
Yeah, which isn't like necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's to what extent.
Yeah.
If it's like, okay, now this person is your whole entire life and obviously now like it didn't work out.
Right, because you never think of the like what if it doesn't work out?
Yeah, which I get. It's like obviously nobody wants to think like, what if we break up? But I don't know.
It has to still remain smart. Friends. Like, you know what I mean? To be like, maybe I shouldn't drop my whole life and move my apartment within like 6 months to fully like live with someone and go on tour and all this stuff. It's just like, I think need a little bit like, we need to be a little bit smarter.
You would think, but I mean, I don't know.
Still a really sad situation though. Like I feel overall, terrible like, for her.
Yeah, want her to like heal and do whatever she needs to do. Like this obviously sucks, and it's the way that he handled it and kind of like just embarrassed her. Publicly is terrible.
I can't wait for her to make like a full comeback though.
I know, because that's the thing with Bri. It's like she'll be sad, but then she turns it around and gets pissed.
Right.
And that's when all the good stuff is going to come out.
Right.
So.
And she probably has so much tea. Even like, you know, like it's starting. We just saw videos of Dave Portnoy like kind of revealing some like things that rubbed him the wrong way when he met Zach Bryan and details about their like first fight that they had where they like broke up for a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's already starting to come out of like behind the scenes of him not being the best guy.
Right.
So I'm excited to hear more of that.
100%. Because, you know, obviously like it's sad, but obviously we still want to hear the drama too. So that was like the first, I feel like that's been the biggest thing this week is their breakup.
And it's so crazy to me too, because like I started watching like Plan Bri like so long ago, where like she was not as big obviously as she is now, but now it's on every like TMZ, Daily Mail, like it's on everywhere, like mainstream, that I'm like, when did this happen for her?
I know, it's crazy. But yeah, so hopefully, you know, Bri gets better
and comes back.
Yeah, I feel bad.
She can't stay away from like the internet for too long, I feel like.
Well, she can, because it's how she makes her money.
Right.
She doesn't have Zach anymore, so she kind of has to keep up with the influencing now for sure. Definitely won't be leaving Barstool, probably.
I know. I wonder now
what her plan is going to be
when her contract is up.
Yeah. What was the other thing? The fucking chicken shit.
Oh my god. Okay, so listen, guys. Jess is just not on the side of TikTok, I guess, but
no.
If anyone knows about the, like, honestly, people are gonna know what I'm talking about. But Andrew Garfield, who Jess doesn't know who that is, went on Chicken Shop date with the host Amelia. I don't get, like, it's a huge. She did the thing with Jack Harlow too.
Didn't see it.
Okay, well, you should totally see it, because the interviews are like really like flirty and like.
Say the name of it again for our viewers in case they didn't get the first time.
Chicken Shop Date.
Okay.
And it's a huge podcast. I mean, a huge channel, and like everyone knows about it.
Chicken Shop Date.
Yes. But she had on Andrew Garfield this week, and everyone is shipping them online, and I'm shipping them because it seems like they could actually be in a real relationship. He's the one who, did you hear that he was dating a witch?
No.
Oh my god. Before he was
like, how would I even hear about this though? Like,
I don't know, just by being online.
I don't know him, so it wouldn't come up in my algorithm.
But he was dating a witch.
Okay.
She teaches like a class. I think we should sign up for it.
Okay.
It's like manifesting love, and obviously it worked for her because she's like older than him, and she identifies as a witch.
Okay.
And she like caught him, but BFFs actually made a joke that it was like she's a temporary witch. Obviously, it didn't work out long term. But I think we should sign up for her class. I think that'd be funny. So yeah, then he did this interview with Amelia, and everyone wants them to date in real life.
Who's Amelia though?
Let me show you.
Just the host of Chicken Shop?
Yeah, she like is a red carpet. Is she
famous though, or like
she's an interviewer? She's on the red carpet, like microphone.
But where'd she come from? Like,
she's British.
She just came out of thin air.
Like
if we just like started interviewing people on the red carpet.
I mean, she has this show that's really big. I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, I'm just like, where did she come from? You know? All right, I'll put a picture of this girl in so you guys can see. But looks like a regular schmegula to me.
She's an English comedian and presenter.
Oh, so she's a comedian.
Yeah, but like this is what she does is
right
that show, and she's like a red carpet interviewer.
Yeah,
you know,
like E! News or something.
Yes.
Okay.
But just wanted to put that out there because that's actually a really big thing that's going on in pop culture right now. Is these two? I think that I don't know. I think that they might go on a date. I don't know if it was just for like that's the whole debate right now. Is like is it just for the
podcast,
for the interview, or is it real?
If they're gonna go on a date,
like if they actually liked each other.
Oh, but isn't the whole thing of her podcast flirting?
Right, but you can usually tell like, oh, this is like a bit,
okay,
or like is this a bit, or like there's actual
chemistry. Okay, so I guess stay tuned to see if they go on a date
for that. But we can move on since you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I know people do.
Chicken Shop date. But like, what the fuck is Chicken Shop? It reminds
me
of
chicken. They eat chicken on the date.
Wait, it reminds me of like fucking chopped cheese. You know, like New York thing.
1.4 million followers.
Not me. Never heard of fucking Chicken Chop.
All right, well,
Chicken Chop.
You would like it. It's funny.
Okay. Maybe I'll give it a watch. Probably not though. Wait, was there something else of pop culture?
Oh, I was also going to talk about the Joe Alwyn and Kendall Jenner dating rumors.
Yeah, let's go through this.
Well, I just saw a rumor that Joe Alwyn is dating Kendall Jenner. I don't know if it's like an actual rumor or if it's just based off of like one picture.
Yeah. I think it is based off one picture because I've been seeing this picture.
Just reading what I have read online.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I've been seeing this one picture that's been circulating where everyone's like, oh my God, like this is such a big deal, blah, blah. There is another guy in the picture, which I guess
I need to see who is this other guy though?
No idea. But it was like on a red carpet, this picture. And it was the three of them, and Kendall's in the middle. But all the Swifties are like making it a big deal because they're like, Joe Alwyn cannot be like with a Kardashian Jenner. And I'm like, he's not dating Taylor. Look at the body language. Like, she's leaning closer to the other guy.
Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Oh, sure. Patrick Schwarzenegger. But come on, that body language, like,
wait,
look how close
did the other
guy
also? Wait, did a Schwarzenegger date Taylor Swift as well?
I don't know. That I cannot confirm or deny. But if you guys know, which I'm sure you do.
And the first comment on Reddit is, I'm noticing the respectful distance he has with her.
Literally.
And I love him for being a gentleman.
I'm sure everyone knows the beef between Taylor and Kim, you know, with Kanye, phone call, yada, yada, sparked reputation, Taylor's whole era change. I'm sure you guys all know about it at this point. So people are saying, like, her ex-boyfriend,
Joe, he's liking her pictures, too.
They were dating for, like, what, 6 or 8 years or something, Joe and Taylor?
Yeah, top comment, though, on Reddit for this is, do they forget that she most likely cheated on Joe with Maddie?
Who's Maddie?
Maddie Healy.
Oh.
Because, like,
she most likely
cheated on Joe with Maddie Healy. Allegedly.
So, yeah, so everyone, or the Swifties are saying, like, Joe can't date or, I guess, take a picture with Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, now that I'm seeing this picture, I do think that the rumors are very...
not true?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not based on anything, obviously. Yeah. But I do think that if they were to start dating, that would be a little messed up.
Yeah, my take is that I don't think it's messed up because it's like they're not dating anymore. Taylor's very happy in her new relationship, from what we can tell. And he can't have loyalty to Taylor for the rest of his life. Like, they're not dating anymore. He has, like, the right to date whoever he wants. So
I guess, but still be kind of a dickhead.
That's my take on it. Wait, but were Maddie Healy and Joe Alwyn friends?
No.
Oh.
And also, I'm not gonna say that she cheated on him. I don't know, but that's what the music alludes to.
Oh yeah.
But
because they were like her and Maddie like 10-year situation.
But I also don't think that this is something Taylor would actually care about. Considering that like her friends do like skim campaigns and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I don't think she would actually care about that, but I can see how the internet.
Yeah, this one I'm saying the internet is taking this and running with it.
Yeah.
So weekly recap. Where to begin? I kind of like quickly mentioned this in the last pod, but I didn't really explain it. But I did like cryotherapy for the first time last Thursday, I guess it was at this point. Which was really cool. Basically, you like go in a huge chamber that's like freezing cold, and it helps with like inflammation and stress, and like it's just like a wellness like thing. But yeah, it was really cool, and the whole goal of it is like they want your body temperature to drop 30 degrees, and that's when you feel like all the effects of it. No, I didn't think it hurt, but I feel like I also kind of have a high pain tolerance.
Yeah, but was it more or less than the cold plunge?
It was kind of just like different.
Okay.
Like the cold plunge, like I obviously it was in water, so it felt like swimming kind of. But this felt like if
but you
like,
know when
I
something's
was
so
skiing.
cold, it's like it's prickly on your skin.
Yeah. Okay. So the cold plunge, like my body didn't feel tickly tingly. Just my toes felt like pins and needles when I was in the cold plunge. But this in the cryotherapy like chamber, I just felt really cold, like if I was skiing. If that makes sense. Like if it's really cold outside.
Okay.
But not like whole body like immersed, I guess. You only do it for like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I think was the time, but my body temperature did drop 30 degrees and I was like kind of happy because they were like sometimes it doesn't happen the first time, but
oh really?
Yeah, but I did it, like my body dropped 30 degrees.
Wait, how do you know that?
They take your temperature before and after.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's good because I got the full experience and felt the effects. But it was crazy because I was having like a little bit of shoulder pain. And then after I did it, it like went away. Oh, and I had just gotten my like COVID and flu shot and my arm was so sore. And then after it was like not really that sore anymore. So I was like,
I should try that.
Glad I did this. It definitely worked and I felt the effects, which was perfect. So that was really cool. And the place was like cool. They have a bunch of stuff like IV drips, red light therapy, the cryotherapy. They do like facials. So it's kind of like a med spa like vibe, I guess. But yeah, that was really fun. And then more Bumble BFF updates. The hangouts are going crazy.
I know, Jess is like speed dating these girls.
Yeah, making friends. Because it's kind of good because it's like, it's just more people to like do stuff with, which is obviously good. But I don't know, it's just like fun little random things to like, get the week going and make it feel faster. So I feel like that's good. But I went to Serafina's on Saturday night and got dinner and drinks with one girl. And that was my first time at Serafina's, but it was really good. It was a place I've been like wanting to try.
Yeah, so. I've heard of that place a bunch.
It was really good, right on Newberry Street, like Italian food. I got like a shrimp lemon pasta. Really good. Drinks were really good. So yeah, that was fun. I was glad I got to try that restaurant. And then yesterday, I actually, with the same girl, we went out to drinks to Deck 12, which is like a rooftop in Seaport. It's on top of like the, you know, the Yotel?
Yes.
Yeah. It's that like
And
rooftop.
I also feel like this week and like maybe next week or like the last weeks, you can really do rooftop bar kind of thing.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. We were when we were at Serafina's. We were both like, it's going to be so nice next week. Like, let's do something outside. We wanted to go to Cisco, but it was closed.
Cisco's closed?
Already, yeah. We were both shocked.
Wow.
I was like, what? Already closed for the season? But yeah, so we did that. And they had like heaters on the rooftop too, which was nice because it was like dark when we went. Because, you know, sun's going down earlier, unfortunately. But yeah, it was fun. And it was like such a good vibe. They were like playing music and like it was kind of like, on the weekends, I feel like that place is definitely popping. Like, it was fun. I got a crab cake sandwich, really good. Drinks again, really good. Cool views. So definitely would recommend that spot too.
I feel like Deck 12. Remember when you said like you just like weren't interested in drinking alcohol anymore?
Yeah.
And I feel like you've been having a couple of drinks here and there, which is good. But I just remember when she like came home one day and was like, guys, I think I realized I actually don't even like drinking and I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, that was still part of like weird. Like I feel like I'm finally like being myself again.
Okay,
like
that's good.
Last year I definitely was like,
I know that
bad.
was so out of character for her. I was like, yeah, okay, but I think you got like annoyed with me for even like saying that, like just being like, yeah, all right. But I knew that that wasn't actually real.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely like back to normal out of like my little depressive state, so which is like really good. But yeah, now I'm back ready, wanted to like hit the town because also I feel like such a big part of like living in a city is doing like those little just random things because like what else is the point of living in a city?
Yeah. Know? Just like after work drinks and stuff like that.
It's like just city vibes. So yeah, it's definitely been fun and I'm glad that I'm like getting myself out of the apartment more and just like doing little things because I feel like it's very good for me. And yeah, I gotta keep the momentum going, especially into the winter because that's when it gets really scary. So hopefully this continues. But again, really good vibes. So yeah, the Bumble BFFs is going well. Definitely would recommend to people trying to make friends in a new city. But my biggest thing is don't get discouraged if like people aren't responding or like it's hard to make plans, because it's just like, again, everyone is so busy and it's like really hard to solidify plans. So if you're doing it and you're like, this isn't working, whatever, don't get discouraged. Just like keep going, keep like matching with people, keep trying to make plans, and eventually it will work.
Yeah. And I feel like you can't take those things too personally, especially with girls like in the city, because like you said, everyone's really busy. So it's not like a personal thing.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much like my week recap. Oh, well, I have the story to tell, but do you want to do yours?
Well, the only thing I really did this week, what was really fun was I had this like school event for my program on Monday night. So that was fun, like after class to like have something like that to do. Like we got drinks at Timeout Market. If people don't know, Timeout Market is kind of like a indoor outdoor food court kind of situation, so you can kind of like mix and match like different foods you want to try and everything. And they also have like a nice bar. So it was kind of a meetup of all the different years of our program that our cohort put together. So we invited the first years to like come and join us so we can get to know everybody. And I think that we didn't really expect anyone to show up, which is really funny. We like me and my friends got there really early because our last class was canceled. So we were sitting like getting drinks and food for like hours, and we were like, what if no one shows up? And this is really awkward. But a bunch of people showed up, and like it was kind of was just crazy because I've been in this program for a while, but kind of the first time that I really mingled with like new people outside of my own like little friend group at school, which was really fun. And I was like, oh, I got to know some people better. The first years were like really excited. It was really cute for them to be like, oh, we can't really like have too many drinks because we have to study for our quiz. And I was like, oh, I remember that was me. But I had a lot of fun. And yeah, I feel like the social events at school, like my advice would be like to go to them.
Yeah.
I feel like my first year I didn't go to any because I thought it was lame. It feels like student council a little bit, so like I just thought it was weird, but like our group is trying to like turn it into more of like just like a social hangout situation. So I think that was really fun, and I had a great time.
Yay, so fun. All right, I guess I'll get into my fucking story.
Okay,
guys, like where do I even begin? Okay, so basically at school I like okay, so I'm at school, just minding my own fucking business, doing my shit, whatever. And this guy keeps like coming up to me. It first started where like he came up to me and we're just talking, and I'm like, okay, this is weird because this guy has like never talked to me before. So I'm like, what's going on? And then he's like talking to me, and I'm like, whatever, we're having a conversation. But then I look over and I see his friends like watching. So I'm like, that's the first inkling in my head. I'm like, okay, like, does this guy have a crush on me? And like, I kind of have this problem where I think like everyone has a crush on me.
Well, because that was my first question, though. My first question was like, how do we know this guy has a crush on you? Like, what do you mean?
Okay, yeah, but I didn't even present this to Hannah until I had all the facts that he definitely had a crush on me.
And he does, definitely.
Like 100%, okay? But I always, like, literally whenever a guy comes up to me, I'm like, does this guy have a crush on me? Like, I always think that. So he's talking to me, whatever, and I see that his friends are, like, watching. So I'm like, okay, suspicious. Then next day comes. He comes over and he starts talking to me again. And I'm like, okay, this is really weird. Like, been in this program for a year. This guy has never talked to me before. But whatever. Maybe he's just being nice. So he comes over, he's talking to me, whatever. And I'm like not like a big talker to people. So for me to like sit and have a conversation with someone is like really draining for me. Like I don't really enjoy doing that, especially when it's like small talk, like not really my thing. But whatever, I'm trying to be nice because whatever. So I'm talking to him, blah, blah. Next day, again, comes over and is having a fucking conversation with me. And it's like literally like not anything of like substance or like importance, like telling me like his favorite color. I'm like, oh my God, like I know where this is going. So of course, in the back of my head, I already have like that I think he has a crush on me. So then my two friends are like, what's up with that? Because like I'm telling you, it's just weird that this guy's
so awkward at school when like everyone knows everything and like now it's like a thing,
right? And that's what I don't want. I'm like, I don't want this to be a thing. Like I don't want everyone talking about it. Like whatever. So my two friends were like, what's that about? And I'm like, I have no fucking idea. Like, I don't know why randomly, like, he randomly just has a crush on me out of fucking thin air. So
you're just irresistible.
I guess so. What can I fucking say? So then, like, whatever, time goes by. And one of my other friends is like, oh, are you going to, like, so-and-so's birthday party? And I'm like, well, I wasn't invited, so no. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she's like, wait, really? He didn't invite you? Like, he told me he was going to invite you. And I was like, well, if he does, like, I'll go. But obviously, if he doesn't, I'm not going to go. So then a few days go by. I see this kid again. And he's like, oh, like, I wanted to invite you to my birthday party. But, like, I didn't want to say anything earlier because, like, he wasn't inviting the two other girls that I was with, like, when he kept coming over to talk to me. And I was like, okay, like this makes a little bit more sense.
Now that I think about it, is kind of weird. Like out of the people that you sit with at lunch, he's only inviting you. Like, why wouldn't he just invite the two other girls too?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just fucking weird.
Like, he picked you out, but it's like, because it's not like once you hear what the birthday party is, like, it's not like an exclusive event, like, like at his house or anything. Like, why couldn't they just?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, so maybe it's like a dinner where it's like a certain amount of seats or something. So he's like not in. Still, again, why would he be inviting me to that? But whatever. I was like, okay, so maybe.
But it's not limited option, so yeah, that's weird.
So I'm like, oh yeah, like I'll go, whatever. Sounds fun. But he doesn't tell me like any of the details. He's just like, oh, are you doing anything like next Friday? Like I'm having a birthday party. Like, do you want to come? And I'm like, sure. Also, like, yeah, didn't give me any details. Wasn't like, oh, what's your number? Like, I'll send you the info. Like, nothing. Just fucking walks away. I'm like, okay. So then I go to my friend and I'm like, oh, so-and-so invited me to his party, but like, he didn't tell me anything about it. Like, where is it? Whatever. And she's like, oh, it's like at this club in Boston. Whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. In my head, I'm like, it's at a fucking club? Like, I was not
like, I wasn't expecting you to say that either.
I was totally not expecting that. So I'm like, okay, like, this is kind of crazy. Like, I'm going to be going to a club, like, with all these people.
Yeah, with
like,
people from school.
Yeah. So, because also it's just, like, I don't hang out with these people. So, it's all just so out of the blue. Then there's more fucking developments. We have this, like, party at school for, like, or not a party, but I guess it's, like, a social gathering thing. Like, kind of like what you had with your program.
Yeah.
So again, I see like the seeds being planted, and I'm like, okay, like, do these people think I'm fucking stupid? Like, I see him and his friends like plotting. Guys are so
funny
like
with that, though.
They're looking over, then they're talking again, and I'm like, okay, like I'm texting Hannah, and I'm like, I'm like about to get attacked. Like,
I love it. I know things are about to be good when I get messages with invisible ink. I'm like, ooh, what is this gonna be?
So. Yeah, Hannah's like, okay, you need to prepare yourself.
I know. Okay, wait. This is my thing, is because Jess is always finding herself in these situations, and she's like, well, I think this is going to happen. But she, like, won't prepare herself at all. I'm like, okay, but if he says this, what are you going to say? And she's like, what?
That's my automated response.
Her automated response was just to be like, what? But I'm like, no, like, if you know something is gonna happen that is gonna put you in an awkward situation, you should, like, prepare yourself for it. But she won't.
No, because I just think, like, in my head, I'm like, if I say what, then I give myself more time to think. But then I'm actually
you never
not
think
thinking.
of anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just, like, stuck in the awkwardness. So Hannah's like, prepare yourself. Hannah,
she sees all the signs lining up. Like, the guys are in the corner. They're huddling. They're talking the big man up. Like, go over there, find out what's good, whatever.
Oh my
So
God.
all of a sudden, you're sitting there, you're thinking, nothing? Like, you gotta prepare yourself. She's texting me, like, I think this is gonna happen. Prepare yourself and what you want to say to get your point across.
So as I'm literally reading Hannah's text, prepare yourself, the kid is coming
over. And I'm
over.
kind of just joking with you. Like, I'm like, nah, this is not actually going to happen. And the next text I read is, it happened.
So he basically comes over and he's like, oh yeah, so like you're coming to my party, and I'm like, didn't we already fucking talk about this? Like, I said I was gonna come. I was coming. But whatever. I'm like, yeah, like I think it'll be fun. Like, so and so told me it was at wherever, and he was like, he goes, oh, what, she told you like it was supposed to be a surprise for you? And I'm like, how am I supposed to know where to fucking go if it's a surprise? Also, it's not my birthday.
Yeah, like, what do you mean it's a surprise for you? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know, because I'm like, a surprise, like, I find out like an hour before it starts. Like, what does that mean? So I'm just like, oh yeah, like she told me. And like, guys, I get so awkward where it's like all I can do is like fucking laugh, which is so bad, but I'm like, I don't know what else to say, so I'm just laughing. But I'm like, hopefully he doesn't think I'm laughing and like flirting, but I see how that could get like misinterpreted very easily. But he's like, oh yeah, like, it's supposed to be a surprise. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, yeah, like I'm gonna be wearing like this color, like are you gonna match the vibes? And I'm like, oh, like I don't know what I'm wearing yet.
Like, it's just so awkward.
It's so fucking awkward. And like I can see his friends like watching like a little bit
but
over.
The thing is she told me she was like giggling throughout this whole situation, like she is now. And I'm like, that can totally be interpreted as like a flirty, cutesy little laugh or a nervous laughter, and not like a holy shit, I'm so uncomfortable laugh.
I know, but I'm like, I feel like I look so uncomfortable. It's like, it doesn't even matter what my mouth is doing. Just look at me. I look fucking uncomfortable. Like, what? So, yeah, he's like going back and forth. And then I'm like, oh my God, okay. And then he's like, oh, like, I think we're going here, like, after class. Like, do you want to come? And I'm like, oh, like, I have to go, like, feed my cat. And, like, I have stuff to, like, do at home. And it's like, okay, wouldn't you think if someone's saying that, like, they're, like, not interested or don't want to come? Like, if I invited someone somewhere and they were like, oh, like, I have to feed my cat and, like, I have stuff to do at home, I'd be like, okay, that person, like, doesn't fuck with me.
That is a huge jump, though, is what you're not understanding is, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to, like, go home and feed my cat, but maybe,
and
like,
do
I'll let
stuff
you know.
At home.
Right, but that's different from being like, no, like, I don't think I'm gonna go tonight.
Oh.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, we need to stop beating around the bush here.
I know, but I feel so bad.
And just be like, no, I think I'm gonna go home tonight.
I feel so bad, though.
Right, but that, if you don't give an excuse, that is what makes it seem like you're just not interested.
Okay.
Whereas, like, going home and having to, like, take care of your pet is like, oh, I wish I could go, but, like, I actually have something to do.
Oh.
Like, is that, like, crazy?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think you could crazy. Totally be like, no, I don't feel like it tonight. Like, I just need to go home.
Yeah, I guess I could have said that.
But, like, you're giving a real excuse to be like, oh, I wish I could go, but...
But it wasn't giving I wish I could go.
But, like, it could.
Well, in his delulu head, it could.
Right.
But, like, in reality, it's not.
Right. I just don't think it's that as obvious as you think.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay, so... yeah, so then basically he, like, fucking walks away, and I'm like, okay, thank God. But then I see him back with the friends, and they're like, you know, like, they're doing the debrief. Like, I know what's going on. And I'm
been
like,
there, done that.
Why is this happening? So now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna still go to the birthday party because like I think it'll be fun. But I'm like, it's gonna be so awkward. Like, what am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I feel like I'm getting trapped in a bad situation.
Jess is being set up right now, and she still is not preparing.
No.
So,
because I think if I just don't think about it, it will go away.
Why don't our listeners and viewers leave advice down below on what you think she should do to politely let someone know that
it has to be very politely, guys.
Right. Very politely. Let someone know that you're not interested, that you see every day and you still want to remain cool with, but just you're not interested in them.
And you don't want them to think you're a bitch also.
That is implied. That is implied.
Should we do a role play for our listeners?
Yeah.
Okay, you be the guy. Obviously.
Okay. So,
okay, I'm already so uncomfortable because of like that you're looking at me and facing
Okay, well, we're gonna make direct eye contact.
Okay, I hate this.
Okay, we're at the birthday party.
Okay.
So, okay, like, look what she's doing right now.
I'm so scared. Okay, go.
Thanks for coming to my birthday party. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Okay, can you be normal, though?
Okay, like, sorry.
If this is actually the case.
Okay.
I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm having a really good time.
You look so good tonight.
Okay, I gotta go.
Wait, what? That is totally like a possible thing that he could say, like, oh my god, you look so good tonight.
Okay, and then I'll say thank you.
That's all you're gonna say.
Drink. And then I'll do a little look away, like anyone else I can talk to.
Right. Do you want to go dance?
No.
Okay.
Okay. In reality, I would probably be like, oh yeah, like I just have to go to the bathroom first.
Okay, that is a horrible answer. You literally just said, yes, I want to dance. I just have to go to the bathroom first. Like, this is what I mean. You cannot be doing this.
Okay, but what would you say in that situation?
No, I don't feel like it. I don't really feel like dancing right now.
But then is he going to be like, why the fuck are you at a club then?
What if he's like, oh, can I, like, buy you another drink?
Oh, sure.
Oh my god. Okay, I didn't really think that one through, to be honest with you, because that's actually probably the right answer. Holy shit. Really threw me for a loop with that one.
All right.
Okay, but now you're at the bar with him getting a drink.
Okay. This I can work my way through.
So, you don't have a boyfriend, right?
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing I forgot to say.
Right, but he probably will say it again.
Yeah, because he told me that, like, everyone's bringing their, like, partners. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, oh, yeah, like, I don't know if you're dating anyone, but, and I was like, no, like, it's just me. So, okay, yeah, we're at the bar. He's like, what did you just say?
So, you said you don't have a boyfriend, right?
No, I don't.
Do you want one?
Well, that's kind of a loaded question. Imagine I say that.
Yeah. That's kind of a tricky one.
Okay. Do I want one? Like, okay, see, this is a trick question, because if I say yes, then is he gonna say
right? But we're actually okay. This is not like
this is why we can't think through these things.
Right. I'm not saying be honest. I'm just saying you need to word things in a way where it's like not with you.
Okay, so then I'll just be like, well, like I'm not really looking for a boyfriend right now.
Yeah. Like, oh, like, so would you want to go out for like casual drinks one day, like after work or something?
Oh my god, guys, if he fucking says that, like I have to like do a shot or something. Okay, no. Okay, do I want to get casual drinks after work? This is where I always go wrong because I always say yes.
Really building up to this question.
Okay.
Like we've been chatting all night. You let me buy you a drink. We're sitting at the bar together. You just told me that you don't have boyfriend.
Right.
Would you want to get drinks after you work or something?
Okay, in response, I would say...
No, like, this is real conversation. Okay, like, right. You already failed.
Okay. I would just say, oh, well, I'm, like, really busy after work with school and stuff, you know? Like, class.
Yeah, but, like, what about, like, on the weekends or something?
Oh. Guys, this is really a struggle. Okay, what about on the weekends? Oh, actually, I could just be like, well, like, my friend's coming to visit next weekend, so I can't.
I'd be like, okay, well, can I, like, take your number so, like, we can coordinate, like, when you're free or something?
Like, this is when I have to say yes. Like, I can't say no. I can't be like, no, you can't have my phone number.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you would have to give me your phone number, but...
Right. And then that is where we fall into the bad habit.
Right.
So it's kind of a lose-lose situation.
All right, this roleplay was not successful, but I still stand by if you have advice.
Yeah, guys, if you have a way, if you literally have a way
that you let people down.
Yes, easy. That you let people down easy. And if you have a response to when someone says, can I have your number, and you don't want to give it to them, literally please let me know, because again, that's always where I fucking go wrong, because I feel so bad saying, unless it's a rando, like obviously rando, I'm like, okay, I don't care about not giving them my phone number.
Can you just be like, yeah, totally, and then like just wander?
After you say, like, can I have your phone number?
Yeah, be like, yeah, I'll totally give that to you. I just have to like ask someone a question. Like, because you're gonna be in a club situation.
I have to go to the bathroom.
But it's like a club situation, so you could be like distracted and like do some, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I'll just be like, my fucking phone.
Oh, it's my favorite song. Like, gotta go.
I'll say my phone number's deleted from Earth.
Or your phone's dead.
Yeah.
Turn off your phone.
I don't remember my phone number because my phone's dead.
Perfect.
I don't know, guys.
Well,
maybe I'll get some liquid courage and I'll be able to think of something to say. Or probably I'll just make it worse, but...
probably just laugh. Like, actually, like, this role play is probably, like, the most likely scenario.
Yeah.
So...
it's a really bad situation, but it's like, what even am I supposed to do? But I still think it will be fun. It's just going to be a tricky sitch avoiding that whole scenario.
I don't think it's avoidable. So...
Sam.
stay tuned for the update.
Yeah, you guys will get the update, I think, in, like, 2 weeks, because it's the... birthday party is not covered in dust. Oh god, Klaus. Klaus, do you want to be in the pod? He doesn't. Okay, so we're gonna go into what we're gonna say with our chest this week. Wait, do you want to go first?
Sure.
First last time.
Mine is kind of controversial.
Okay.
But mine is, don't try too hard at anything. Because my experience is that if you try really, really hard at something, or you're really, really good at something, people will expect more of you. And I like to keep expectations low. I like to exceed expectations. Keep those things at the fucking bottom of the barrel and never disappoint. But I noticed that the better you do at things, the more things people ask you to do.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not trying to do all that. So I'm saying it with my chest. Don't try too hard. And do the least.
That is really fucking funny. But true.
Yep.
Okay, what I'm saying with my chest this week is that I'm fucking sick of selfish people. And basically, it's mostly like selfish people where it's like you're saying a story about... okay, not that I was doing this, because it makes it sound contradictory, but like I was not doing this. But
no,
like,
you notice it with other people, which is even more empathetic.
Right. Okay, So, like, if someone is telling a story about something that's obviously important to them in their life or whatever,
they're sharing something vulnerable, like,
right, it is not time for you to, like, fucking become a comedian and, like, try to make people laugh or, like, start telling your own story, start a side conversation. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Like, not everything is about you.
And listen
to what the person's talking about, because then it's like, okay, they're trying to, like, obviously connect with you and, like, you know, show you something that's important to them, like, you know, build that bond. And then it's like, you're obviously just not paying attention or,
so
like,
annoying.
Trying to get more attention drawn to yourself. It's, like, fucking rude.
And my biggest pet peeve with that, too, is when, like, even if, like, just say I'm telling a story, like, oh, one time, like, my friend did something really funny, like, even if it's not anything serious, and someone's like, oh, my friend did something really funny once. Yeah, I'm like, this isn't stories, like, swap and tell, like, I'm just letting you know
to one up the person.
Right.
It's like,
okay. Or I hate, like, people who do that also, like, don't respond to your story and then just immediately, like, jump into their whatever they want to say.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, share your story, but, like, respond to what someone said first.
Let people have their fucking moment.
Right. Share the space.
Yes. It's like, you can tell your story as soon as this story's done.
But, like, ask a question or, like, pretend you're interested and be like, oh, that is super funny. Like,
right.
What did she do about that? And then you can tell your story, but at least, like, have it be, like, a two-way conversation. Not, I'm sharing a story, then you share a story. And, like, it's just too much.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was just, like, a little something I noticed this week, and I was like, oh, this made me so mad. So then, yeah, I had to share it with you guys, and, yeah. But, yeah, I'm sick of fucking selfish people. Like, grow up.
And there's a lot of them.
So many of them. But, yeah, this is our episode for the week.
Right.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Once again, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe at With Your Chest on YouTube. You can watch us on video if you're listening. At With Your Chest on TikTok, at sayitwithyourchest.podcast on Instagram. Ask us questions in the highlight.
Please.
It's like getting really desperate.
I know.
But yeah, do all the things. And
guys, help me with my situation.
Yeah, leave some advice for us. Honestly, if you're watching this, leave some advice. We'd appreciate it.
Please. Like, I need fucking help, guys. Like, I really do. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great week, weekend, whatever. Oh my God, happy Halloween.
Oh my God, yeah. Next episode is post-Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Okay, happy Halloween.
We can do Halloween stories next episode. So stay tuned for that. Love you guys. Bye.